Morning everyone. Now I know I said I was finished with the RAM content, but I do have one more job I want to do and share with you. My oil pressure gauge is showing 3/4 all the time. It's not going down, it's not going up. 3/4 all the time. I'm fairly sure that my sender unit is stuck, probably with all the gunk and junk and garbage that was in the system. So I'm going to take the sender out, give it a clean, put it back in, see if it works. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'll buy a new one. I'll get underneath, take the old one out, try not to lose all the oil, give it a clean, put it back in. What's the worst that can happen? I need to put that in a t-shirt, right? Let's see if we can get underneath and I'll show you where this sender unit is. As far as I can see, it is directly above the oil filter. So let's see if I can locate it for you. So obviously we're at the front of the car, your cross member, then your stabilizer bar, oil filter. Now you see that plug to the left there? That's not it. It's actually, oh, I need to go deeper, hold on. Up there, you see it? Up there. So I know it's got one of those red tabs that I need to get off. I'll try using a wee screwdriver to lever that. So there's a better view. You see that little red line there? Basically you lever that inwards that way and it clipped in, and then you press the, where is it, on this side here there's a tab that you press. It's not awkward at all, by the way, you know, I'm just making it look really hard. Oh my goodness, how do you... Okay, and then the thing slides off like so. That's the plug out the way, 3-pin. Okay, let's move that out the way, and then I think it's a, oh, what size is that, 23mm socket maybe, which I probably don't have, so I'll need to go and look for a big wrench or whatever I can find, and an oil drip tray just to catch anything that's going to pour all over the shop. Hopefully I won't lose much oil because the engine's cold and it's kind of above, well, it's kind of maybe a quarter of the way up the engine. I'm not expecting a lot of oil to be sitting there. I'll be back in a second with some tools. So it turns out it's actually 27mm. I certainly don't have a socket that big, so I'm just using a spanner. This could take a minute or two. Yeah, once it's loosened off, I should be able to get it by hand. I better get my drip tray ready, right? Oh, come on. Yay, no oil came out, which is nice. Right, let's get this over to the bench and see if we can clean the inside of this. There we go. Right, let's fill this with, let's try some WD-40 to start with. I don't want to put anything too harsh in there because I'm not sure if it's a diaphragm or if it's a little piston or whatever. I don't want anything that's going to break it down and make it worse. So let us spray some of this in. We'll just let that sit for a bit. Loosen stuff off, hopefully. Right, it's been a wee while. Let's see if anything nasty comes out, shall we? I'm not seeing any big chunks of steel in there, which is kind of annoying. See, I don't know if this pushes up. It does feel like metal that's in there. I don't want to push it too hard and destroy it, but... Oh, it is moving a little bit. Don't know if it's supposed to. Right, I'm going to spray some brake cleaner in it. Let's try that. Nice little WD-40 brake cleaner combo. See if the nozzle fits. That would be nice. One nozzle fits all. Ah, the crows are busy today. Okay, that's about as good as I'm going to get it. I really can't see what's going on in there. So, I do need to put some thread locker around this, throw it back in, and hope for the best. Right, let's see if that works, shall we? This was working anyway, but I'll let it warm up for a little bit. Check for any drips and then see what the pressure is on the inside. Right, I've given it about 5 minutes or so. .96 psi. That's no use at all. So I mean, it's not even fluctuating. You know, it should at least go up and down. Oh, it is going up and down. Hold on. Maybe it just needed some time. I'll give it a rev. It goes up to 80 down. Oh, it's starting to work, I believe. Didn't like that. So I really need that to go down to about 40 or 50, I think. I should point out that I've just rebuilt this engine and it's got fresh oil and fresh filter. That's why it's probably gummed something up in there. So the pressure is changing, which is fine, but the gauge is not moving. Or is it? See that that needle should go down a bit when I let off the gas. It's just kind of stuck there. Nah, I think it's still a faulty sensor. So I'll order up a new oil pressure sender unit, fit that. So I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Hey, so I've been waiting 2 weeks for this. This is my new oil pressure sender unit. So, it's the last piece of the puzzle for the Ram. Let's go fit it. Great. Where's the shovel? Now, because I've not installed my mechanical fan in the shroud, I can actually get access to this thing from the top. I don't need to line the ground. Anyway, it's a 27mm. You should use a big long socket that goes over there. A deep socket. Don't have one. So 27mm wrench will do the job. Let me show you. Come closer. So the oil pressure sensor is there. So I'm pretty sure I can get access. Bearing in mind, I already took this out. I know how tight it is. I can move that out the way. Get that out. Hardest thing is going to be getting that plug off because it's got one of those annoying red tabs on it. Right, let me struggle with that. Back in a sec. Now, I'm not expecting oil to come out of this. When I did it before, I didn't get oil coming out. But you never know. You never know your luck. Let's see if I can get this plug off. Let's see if I can spin the plug around. And then I'll see where the tab is. I think the tab is out. Got in the out position. Okay, it needed to come out a wee bit more. Right, the plug should come off now. If I just squeeze this side here, you can't see that. Trust me on it. Okay, so the plug is coming off. I'm doing it awkwardly so you can see. Oh, you still can't see. Okay, plug is off. Let's move that wire out the way. See if I can fit my 27mm wrench that I've now lost. Not there it is. Oh, it's a bit cold today, guys. Yeah, as you can see, this would be easier with a deep socket, but not impossible. Little turn by little turn. Go and get a coffee while I do this a quarter a turn. Sorry for the sniffing. It's getting cold in Canada. Yeah, I'm not forking out $20 or $30 for one 27mm socket that I'm going to use once in my life. Hopefully I only have to do this once. Okay, it is just about to come out. I've got a snow-covered cloth at the ready, just in case, but I'm really not expecting oil coming out. Okay, so no oil coming out. Right, before I put the new one in, I'm going to just stick a wee screwdriver. Oh, there's oil coming out, just to clamp me up. Stop that. Oh god, it's a gusher. I was going to say I was going to put a screwdriver in there just to see if there was anything blocking. I'll do that quickly before I lose too much oil. No, it seems okay. Right, let's get the new one in before I have to clean up the Suez Canal down there. I don't really even know what that means. Please go in. Okay, I've found the thread. That should at least stop the leak until I get it tight. Well, I mean, stop the leak. Oh, just talking nonsense. Right, let me tighten that up. Okay, I think we're just about there. I don't want to over tighten this because remember you're using a massive wrench on a tiny thread, so I'm going to go that tight. And it is a sort of tapered thread anyway. Oh, I can't believe I made a mess after my whole engine rebuilding. I make a mess with this stupid wee thing. Right, let me plug that back in. I'm just making it look really awkward, it's not that bad. I got the plug round the right way. Yes. Clippy clippy. Red tab. Clip it in. Even though it's going to be impossible to get off again at that angle. Okay. Right, I guess we need to go on the inside and see if it works. Oh, it's getting slippy out here. So I'm not expecting the warning light to go off immediately. I'll need to reset that, but I do want this gauge here to not show 3/4 all the time. I mean, it'll show high when I first start it, but it should go down when it warms up. That's a good start. That's actually doing something quite different. So this is the light that I need to go off and stay off. But what I'll do is I will check the pressure. It was sitting at 96 before I put the new one in. So let's have a look. Vehicle information, coolant temp, oil pressure. You know what, I'm going to change it to something that we actually, a language that we understand. Units, English please, thank you. Vehicle info, oil pressure 49, yes, that's better. And the gauge is not sitting at 3/4. So I will reset that warning light and hopefully it won't come back on. With my little OBD2 machine. Right, just check that code again. Oil pressure sensor. Make sure there's nothing else. What's this? Evap emission system. That's new. Wonderful. Okay. I did say I had an evap's fault before I started all this, so I'm not too worried about that. Erase codes, yes. Okay, ignition off. Take that out. Take the key out because I'm going to try my remote start. If the remote start works, then it means that it's cleared that code. Come on, baby. Well, that's just great. That was sarcasm, by the way. It shouldn't have gone off by itself. Right, let me go and see what it's saying now. Let me go and get some gas so I can actually test this properly. Right, we're all gassed up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine now. That eco mode was cutting in, you know, that horrible nonsense where it goes down to 4 cylinders instead of 8 and makes your engine sound like it's about to explode. So that was working, unfortunately. So I'm fairly confident now when I do the auto start it will stay running. I had no warning lights. Here we go. I'm not even going to look. I think we're good. Truck's done. Right, I think we can finally concentrate on Bugsy. I didn't want to book the safety for Bugsy until I was sure that the truck was capable, and the oil pressure thing was the only thing slowing me down. Sorry, I'm staring at the big oil leak, but I think that's when I took the oil pressure sender out. I've got oil in the driveway, but it's gone all rainbow, so it looks really bad. I'll do a wee check, make sure I'm pretty sure I've tightened that enough. Anyway, it's freezing now, so I shall go in for the day. Yeah, I was in the middle of doing something when that part arrived, but that'll be the next video. Okay, I'll be doing the fog lights. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Remember, I've got a live stream on Sunday, 7 PM. Make sure you tune in and have a laugh at everything I'm doing. Ask me lots of silly questions. Right, take care everyone, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye bye.